Hey girls, it's your mama. I'm not gonna hold you long. I just want to come in and tell you girls about Potomac. I gotta move my car because I was sitting there preparing for this video, girl, and a wasp. She nearly got in. She nearly got in. You know, it makes you miss the days of the old crank window seal, because I used to be able to get that crank, you know, with my young arms back when I was like 4, 5. I used to be able to crank that window up quick, honey, pressing this button, and the wasp was like trying to get in, and I'm pressing the button as hard as I can, but the window only going up as fast as it can. That ain't it. Get me an old crank. Anyway, girl, Potomac. I'm gonna run through everybody, but I've got to. I absolutely have got to. Sweetie, get out the street. Get out the street, get your Popeye's chicken, and get on out the road. These folk here, we got some new neighbors, and they don't know street etiquette. They must be from one of them little small towns around here or something. They just moved in. The other day, honey, I was trying my darndest to get down the street because I had somewhere to be at in a timely manner. It was about 4, 5, 6 kids in the street. I'm in the street. I'm a big truck. Now I done slowed down for the kids to get out the street. They wasn't getting out the street, and their daddy sitting in the chair watching them play, and ain't told them kids to get out the street. I got to blow my horn for you to get out the... Girl, you see I'm trying to drive through. Anyway, Potomac. Let me get on down here in front of this Subway. Sweetie, you don't have to pick a side. You can't take up the whole lane now. That ain't it. Let me see. Oof, girl, it's lunchtime, honey, and the kids are out. By the kids, I mean the grown individuals. They done come out to eat. Ooh, my phone, God, my phone. Disregard this big old pimple sitting up on the side of my face, girl. She's trying me. She's trying me. Anyway, so Giselle is in her kitchen, girl. She's cooking, baking some cookies. Okay. I mean, she was making something like lo mein for the daughters. It looked real takeout-ish to me, but she scooped it out the little, what looked like a takeout, carry-out little package into some nice little bowls for the girls. I'm like, girl, you ain't got to get fancy with takeout. That's what I never understood. I'm not gonna name names. Somebody I know and I'm close with eats his takeout, you know, off of actually a nice plate with a nice fork and spoon and knife, and I'm like, girl, it's takeout. Just you making dishes to wash. That's just no God. Anyway, so once she got through scooping that lo mein onto a plate, she decided she was gonna bake some cookies for Karen. She tells her girls, her daughters, they are beautiful girls. I said, thank God for Giselle, because Jamal Bryant just does not have the looks. He just doesn't have the looks. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. He's just not attractive. And I know him to be short as well. It's very unfortunate. I don't know how he ended up with Giselle. No clue. But thank God for her, because the 3 little girls are beautiful girls. Beautiful. Gotta put what? 4 syllables. 4 syllables. Beautiful. So she telling the girls, hey girls, I'm finna make these cookies for Auntie Karen, or whatever she got, Karen. And the girls are like, why? For what? She was like, our friendship, little piece of pollen. Our friendship has been off track lately, and I want to get it back on track. The girls are like, so why it was off track? Like, the oldest girl was looking at her mama like, what did you do? She was like, well, Karen just doesn't know how to take a joke. Their oldest daughter said, well, maybe you shouldn't have told the joke. I said, get your mama together. Get her together. They come from the Riley Burris school of getting your mama together and being more mature than your mama, period. Riley Burris has taught a couple of these reality TV daughters how to really get your mama and them together. She was like, you probably shouldn't have even told the joke, to be quite honest, mother. And, they didn't really show Giselle reacting to that statement. But honestly, I feel like Giselle should have just been like, you know what? Correct, I shouldn't have, but I did. She should have just conceded, but she didn't. She tells the girls she getting bike with Sherm. She finna go to I'm calling her Tandis. I know her name is Candace, but her entire she honestly is why I stopped watching the show like mid-season last season. Her mama and her little white husband, I just don't have it to do for them. I'm gonna try to watch them, but I'm not calling her Candace. I'm calling her Tandis, like the legendary Mother Jennifer Lewis called Regina Hall's character in that Steve Harvey movie. I'm calling her Tandis. So she tells the girls she taking Sherm to Tandis's wedding, and the girls are like, oh yay, we love Sherm, he's our fave, all of that. Moving on, girl. It is a hot day today, and I had to get down in my prayer closet to keep me from cussing. I made mention of it being hot because I want y'all to understand the significance of me getting inside of this jacket. Because it's 80 degrees, and I put this jacket on because it was cold in the house, and it was that kind of cold where it's like, oh, it must be kind of cold outside, and it's overcast. So I was like, oh, it's a little cool outside. I put this jacket on, stepped out, and was like, no. But I didn't step back in the house to take it off. But listen, I had to get down in my prayer closet. And you can make your prayer closet anything you want it to be. Just get down in it, honey. It don't have to be a real, actual closet. Today it's this jacket. I had to get down in this prayer closet, and I'm going to stay right here to talk about this. First of all, Ashley Darby was standing in her kitchen with what I called as a child a pony down. You know, the half up, half down hairstyle. And her forehead was the first thing that spoke to me when I walked in the house. I walked into Ashley Darby's house along with y'all that were watching. We walked into her home, into her kitchen where she was wearing this negligee, and her forehead said, hey girl, how are you? 20 minutes before I saw Ashley, I saw her forehead, and I want her to stop. I want her to stop. I want everybody to have self-confidence, but I also want everybody to wear what fits them, wear what looks good on them. And Ashley needs a bang. I'm never, ever, ever the girl to tell somebody they need a bang because I hate bangs, but Ashley needs a bang. She needs a swoop that starts way from, you know, the Aaliyah, way over here where the hair, you know, where the forehead starts to end. She needs to put a swoop and have that mug going smooth across all the way. Let me demonstrate. If at first you don't succeed, hey, you can dust it off and try again. I know for sure somebody in this parking lot is looking at me like, girl, what is going on over there? Listen, mind your business. Mind yours. But yeah, she needs a good bang. Anyway, she's in there with the pony down, honey. She whipping up something in the kitchen, girl. I'm like, this forehead is too much. And then she goes out there to her great-granddaddy in the living room. She done dragged him to the living room, blindfolded her great-granddaddy. She sat on his lap. And she tongue-kissed that man in my face. She tongue-kissed him. Her 60-something-year-old husband, she tongue-kissed on national TV in my face. Oop, 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 there's another one. Oop, oop. Oh, I bind this in the name of Jesus. I bind it. I came way over here. I bind this and rebuke it. She tongue-kissed her 60-some-odd-year-old husband in the mouth, all up in here, and then put some whipped cream upon her chest, her flat chest. And she told him to stick out his tongue. And I know y'all think I'm playing, but I'm genuinely about to cry because I'm so disgusted. She told that man to stick out his tongue and lick the whipped cream off of her chest. And I had to see it. I've never been more disgusted by something I've seen on reality TV in my life. Never. Never. And I've seen Nene Leakes in all forms. I've seen her in all facets of life. 3 noses ago, a pair of teeth ago. I've seen Nene wearing fashion fair. I've seen her wearing Fenty Beauty. I've seen her in all walks of this thing called life. And I still have never been more disgusted than seeing Ashley Darby tell her 87-year-old husband to stick out his tongue and lick the melting whipped cream off of her flat, bony chest while having to look at that forehead. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm moving on. Candace sits with her now husband, then fiance Chris. They talking about the wedding and, you know, the mama and how the mama doing too much. I honestly was just genuinely so surprised that they still wasn't married. I was like, what? All that carrying on we did last season, and y'all still ain't got married? It's ugly. I just don't do Candace. At some point, she started giving us extra flowery language. And I really don't like when people try to give you all this extra drama in what they're trying to say. What she meant to say was, back in college, my daddy had an affair and my mama made a baby. What she said was, there was a tryst, and what did she say? That's how my brother Michael came to be. Just girls say my daddy cheated and had a baby. There was a tryst, and that's how my brother Michael came to be. Oh, it's just, oh. And honestly, I really don't feel like, I feel like my dislike and disdain for Candace is because I don't like pageants. I do. I feel like I don't like her because I don't like pageants, and I don't like the whole energy of pageants. I don't like the way the pageant girls look. I hate the hair. I hate the falseness of the waves and the smiles and the, sorry girl, a wasp flew by. You got to be vigilant. I hate the waves and the fake smiles and the putting Vaseline on your teeth. Where's my window? Girl, don't try me today. Putting the Vaseline on your teeth so your lips don't stick to your teeth so you can smile more, and the floweriness of not being able to answer questions directly because you're a pageant girl and you've been trained to go all around the point. And, you know, it's just, I hate it, and it's ugly. I really genuinely do. And they wanted me to be in pageants growing up. I have always just hated it. We all know. I think we all know. I don't know. I got a lot of new subscribers. I used to be a print model when I was younger. And everyone was like, you should transition to runway. No, it's too close to pageantry and I can't do it. I hate it. I can stand there for print modeling. I can give you a, you know, a smile and a, you know, a look. I can. What I'm not going to be able to do is give you pageantry. I hate it so much. Anyway, we're going to get back to Candace and them in a little while because I got to read Dorothy. Karen Huger. For some reason, this young man, Matt, as you know, he is called, is here with these rainbow flip-flops, just being here. I don't understand why he's here. I don't understand. This is supposed to be her good girlfriend, but we're in season 4 and we didn't see him until season 3. Okay. This is her good girlfriend. I don't care, and I just, whatever. Giselle calls Karen because Karen's at the house trying to work the microwave. Girl. I hate the summer. Oh, I hate the summer so much. I mean, I love being able to go out and swim and all of that's cute, but when I'm trying to do these videos, my phone's overheating. I need the windows down for air circulation. And instead, I have to keep rolling it up because of wasps. Who told the girls to fly like, who invented wasps? What do they do for the ecosystem? What do they do? I understand bees. Bees are legendary. They're sickening. If it was bees, I wouldn't have a problem because the bee would just buzz on by. It's wasps. And the occasional yellow jacket. What do y'all do? Besides be ignorant. Ugh, wasps are Trump supporters. Literally. White Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Literally. I'm trying to hurry up and finish this. Giselle calls, she decided to drive all the way from where she was to where Karen is. She calls Karen and is like, hey girl, I was gonna come check on you. Karen says, no, that's all right, thanks so much. They hang up. This was strange to me. Giselle calls back a few minutes later and says, well, my daughters made you these cookies and I helped. I think it's the other way around, Giselle, but okay. Karen is giving, oh, well, you're bringing the babies into this, and you know I love the children, the girls, and just come on and bring the cookies, and I'll just, you know, I think Giselle said she was going to leave them on the step, and Karen's like, oh, no, I'll just send Matt out to get them, and then Giselle obviously is like, I don't know him, Matt, girl, ugh. And that's how I would have been, because Matt just gives me that same energy. And then she's like, well, fine, I will come and get them. But I don't want to talk about anything. I'm just going to come to the door and get the cookies. And it's just like, why you ain't just, when she said she was going to drop them off, just whatever. So anyway, Giselle comes over, drops off these cookies, goes on back to where she was going, honey. She says something about Karen having said that if she wants to be her friend, she should have been beating down her door to see what's wrong. I just really don't have time for the Karen-Giselle beef. Giselle was wrong for wearing that shirt. Karen is wrong for being Karen and thinking she's grander than everybody and thinking that she's above reproach. I just don't have time. I just don't have time to watch Vanessa L. Williams and Jasmine Guy fight. I don't. So anyway, Karen receives the cookies. She goes back in there to Matt, and she's like, oh, these cookies look like little girls made them. Look at this. And I'm like, that felt like a little bit of shade, but I'll allow it. And they eat the cookies and go on about their day. Robin, Ross dressed for Les Dixon. I believe I said last season at the reunion, because that's when she revealed this new look, that I just simply don't see it for this haircut. Because instead of looking like Robin Ross dressed for Les Dixon, you know, my good Ross shopping buddy, she looks like we would be going to the Men's Warehouse. And I have no need to I don't need to pick up anything from the Men's Warehouse. I need to pick up my items from Ross dressed for less. I don't know, the Men's Warehouse may be a little pricey for her. Maybe just the men's section of Ross. But the point remains, I don't like this haircut on her. She looks more like a lesbian than she did before. And honestly, there's nothing wrong with looking like a lesbian, but she's trying to sell us on this wand thing. And it's just, it's a no for me. It's just the whole storyline. We're going over the same things that we've been going over the past 3 prior seasons. Me and Juan are in a better place. He got a new job. We got more square foots in our apartment, and now we are renovating and reconstructing homes. We thought it was going to take 4 months, but it ended up we on month 10. And I'm trying to figure out what all y'all doing in it. It's done took 10 months, but we know they're not fiscally responsible. We know that. They had some sort of a spa, and it was so weird to me, because it's like, you paid to massage. They paid money to have somebody instruct Juan on how to massage Robin. And then eventually they went and Robin got in a big bathtub, and Juan, sat on the side of it in the road playing in the water. All of this could have been done at home. You could have got on YouTube and record, watch a video on how to massage your lover or whatever. I'm sure there's something on the tube. You pay money to do stuff could have been done at home. I just don't understand. But anyway, girl, she said he don't change the light bulbs, and that made me mad, because that's the bare minimum. It's the bare minimum. He don't do the bare minimum, but you so in love and y'all always in this better place. Okay. She also said they screwing like bunny rabbits. I genuinely don't need to know. I don't. Okay, let's get over here to Tandis. I'm about to read Dorothy Over the Rainbow. I'm gonna have to. Tandis, I forgot to tell you, Tandis went over to Karen's house and told Karen about this brother, that came to be through this tryst that Tandis's father had in college. So they at the house, girl, and they cooking. And you hear Dorothy say, do you want a waffle? And, oh, you cook your eggs that hard? And Tandis is like, oh, you make your eggs too runny and all of that, right? They showed the plate, and girl, the waffle was an Eggo. I was very disgusted. I genuinely was. Y'all doing all of this over the stove, and it's an Eggo waffle. Okay. With little Mrs. Butterworth's. All right, I guess. So Tandis sits down with her mother, over breakfast, and is giving, well, I want to talk to you about something. And she already crying. She's already crying. She's already giving, I want to talk to you about something. I'm like, girl, just stop all that. Stop all that. You can't cry in the comfort of your own home with your mother over an Eggo waffle. She's like, I've invited someone to the wedding, and I just really don't want you to be upset about it. And the mama, Dorothy, as the old folks say. Old folks don't say Dorothy. They say Dorothy. Dorothy's sitting over there. Why would I be upset? She already got an attitude. Already. I'm sitting there like, it's too much. She tells Dorothy, Tandis tells Dorothy, well, I invited my brother, or something along those lines. She starts to say that she's invited her, or she says something like, you remember that affair my daddy had back in the day? And the mama's like, we're not going to talk about that. So Tandis says, well, I invited my brother. And Dorothy goes into, why would you invite these outside children, these illegitimate children? Why would you bring this embarrassment to the wedding, blah. And I'm just sitting here like, the embarrassment isn't the baby who had no control over being born. The embarrassment isn't even really the tryst. The embarrassment is the fact that Candace's brother is 7 years older than her, meaning that after the tryst that Candace's father had with Candace's brother's mother, you stayed with that man at least an additional 7 years. Had Candace went on about your day. That's the embarrassment. That's where the embarrassment lies. The embarrassment doesn't lie in the fact that there's a break baby, or a baby born of cheats, adultery adult baby. That's not the embarrassment. The embarrassment is the fact that I'm sitting here watching you on TV nearly cuss out your daughter for wanting to be a sibling. It's so ugly, Dorothy. It's so ugly. It made me think very poorly of you. I'll never think better of you. I'll never think better of the fact that you want to be Candace so bad. You want to be Candace so bad. She looked like Candace. She dressed like Candace. Now, wait a minute, niece. Wait a minute. I think I know her. I'm going to turn my head in case I do, so I don't have to speak. She just wants to be Candace so bad. And it's so ugly. It's equally as ugly to me as Karen Huger, who wants everyone to look up to her and think of her as the grande dame, but she, has human problems. Sometimes she ain't got the money in the bank that she used to have, or whatever. It's just, Dorothy, I won't be able to do. I won't be able to do Dorothy. So she mad, and she talking about she don't want the boy at the wedding. Then she goes on to say, you need to be loyal to the people who were around you growing up, the people who took you to your dance practices and your recitals and your pageants and bought your prom dress. And I'm like, the boy was a child. He was a child, and you ain't like him. So how was he going to be, first of all, I guess 7 years old is old enough to, take somebody around or whatever. But if you didn't want him in y'all's life, which probably is the reason that Candace's father and Candace's mother are no longer together, because you didn't try to keep this boy away from you. And it ain't the boys. Girl, I cannot, and I won't. I just really want to understand her rationale. And at some point she said, I don't understand your mind. Your brain must be in backwards. And I'm like, maybe you don't know what backwards is, because Candace is being logical and you're being illogical. It just was so ugly to me. I'm gonna drive back over towards my house, because if I'm getting attacked by wasps here, I can get attacked by wasps by the house. And also I needed this cool breeze from driving. Anyway, Dorothy just really got on my nerves. I'm trying to understand how she thought he was supposed to be, the brother was supposed to be coming over to pick up Candace to take her to all her functions, when she hates him to the point that he can't sit across the table from her at his sister's wedding. That's so, What did Hazel London say down in Louisiana when somebody brought the gun to Bella Noche? She said out of her mouth, that's sad. She said out of her mouth, if you can't go to Bella Noche, where the hell could you go? And honestly, if you can't be your sister's brother, who can you be? I just really am I'm disgusted. Dorothy is on my last nerve. And I know she only gonna get on my nerves worse as the season progresses. So I'm ready for it. And I'll be here as long as I feel like being here to review this show. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.